know, politics of course makes strange bedfellows, but it also makes for strange fellows. The synonym for Nitish Kumar today is opportunism. Avsarvad hai wo. That's what a lot of experts are saying. What has made him do it again? I'm going to tell you that story. That's the story we're talking about, the Nitish flip-flop show. Of course, we're trying to pun on a very famous show which was called The Flop Show, remember? Something like that. The story is like that. He's unhappy yet again, he's changing sides yet again. On the nation's 75th Republic Day, Nitish Kumar has done it again. He's all set to resign as Bihar's Chief Minister, and the reason ostensibly is his unhappiness and disappointment with his alliance partner, the Rashtriya Janata Dal or RJD, and also the India bloc, and particularly the Congress on the issue of seat sharing. Nitish, much like Mamata Banerjee, is terribly miffed with the Congress MP Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra, which he feels is undertaken solely for the benefit of the grand old party and not the India alliance. I mean, according to Nitish, how can Rahul do such a thing, be so selfish and self-centered? Really? Irony died today.
हम तो गठबंधन के मुखिया माननीय नीतीश कुमार जी से ही आग्रह कर सकते हैं कि शाम तक इस कंफ्यूजन को दूर कर दें। ये जो गठबंधन को लेकर संशय बना हुआ है, जिससे कि आम जनजीवन भी प्रभावित हो रहा है। और आज ही तेजस्वी जी हमारे डिप्टी सीएम 3-4 जगह से झंडा फहरा के आए, तो उस हिसाब से हमारी तरफ से तो स्पष्ट है। अब ये जो संशय आप लोगों की मीडिया में चल रहा है, वो संशय हमारे लिए भी रहता है। नहीं, संशय दूर करना, इस गठबंधन की मुखिया कौन है, गठबंधन किनके साथ बना, तो हमारी ओर से तो आप एक भी टिप्पणी नहीं देख रहे होंगे। तो मैं आग्रह करूंगा हाथ जोड़ के माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी से कि शाम तक ये जो संशय, कंफ्यूजन, ये इधर उधर, वो सब स्पष्ट हो जाए, ताकि बिहार अपने हित पर, बिहार के युवाओं के हित पर हम जो ये 4-5 दिन से चीजें देख रहे हैं वो खारिज हो जाए।
आपको लगता है शाम से पहले कोई बड़ा फैसला मुख्यमंत्री ले सकते हैं?
आप देखिए, मुख्यमंत्री जी के फैसले पर मुझसे क्यों टिप्पणी ले रहे हैं? मैं तो इधर से जा रहा था किसी मीटिंग के लिए, आप लोगों को देखा तो रुक गया, और मैं अभी भी कह रहा हूं जो चल रहा है या चलाया जा रहा है, हमारे माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी भी देख रहे होंगे, वही इसको रिजॉल्व करें। राष्ट्रीय जनता दल ने इस तरह का खेला कभी नहीं किया, और क्यों करें? माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी, तेजस्वी जी डिप्टी सीएम है और सब कुछ सुचारू चल रहा है। ये जो संशय बना, मेरा उस पर सिर्फ एक टिप्पणी थी आपके माध्यम से कि माननीय मुख्यमंत्री जी भी देख रहे हैं, उनको भी लग रहा है ये असमंजस ठीक नहीं है, वो इसको रिजॉल्व कर।
अगर वो चले जाते हैं तो आपका मुंह क्या होगा?
देखिए, एक मिनट, हाइपोथेटिकल क्वेश्चन पर जवाब देना हेतु मतभूत वाला मामला।
In this atmosphere of uncertainty, of course, we have to look at history. There have been rifts galore between Nitish and Lalu Yadav's RJD, but the most recent one was on Thursday in the context of the Bharat Ratna being conferred on the late Karpuri Thakur. Nitish Kumar, while taking a swipe at the RJD, said that JDU always followed the path shown by former Bihar Chief Minister Karpuri Thakur by not promoting his family, and also, of course, thanked Prime Minister Narendra Modi for conferring the Bharat Ratna on the late socialist, who said on X, and which was subsequently, of course, deleted. I am referring to the tweet which was put out by Lalu Yadav's daughter Rohini. She had put it out, and then, of course, she had deleted it, and she said people often cannot see their own shortcomings but continue to throw mud at others with impudence. What outrage will there be when somebody who is undeserving is given prominence? Who can question the method when there is deceit in one's own intentions? Now that opened a can of worms. Or ostensibly, and Nitish decided to sabotage, and now is all set to align with the BJP to establish a new government in Bihar.
नीतीश कुमार राजद के खिलाफ बहुत सारी बातों को कहने का उन्होंने काम किया है, चाहे लॉ एंड ऑर्डर की बात हो, विकास की बात हो, या फिर परिवारवाद की बात हो। तो ये सारी बातों से हम कयास लगा रहे थे कि अब इन लोगों का साथ चलने वाला नहीं है, और वही बात परिलक्षित हो रही है। तो अब कब होगा दिन नहीं कर सकते हैं, समय नहीं कर सकते हैं, लेकिन अंदाज लगाते हैं कि अब बहुत दिन तक इन लोगों का जो गठबंधन है नहीं चलेगा। और इसका एक कारण और भी है, नीतीश कुमार के दिमाग में बात आई थी या दिमाग में बात लाई गई थी कि आपको हम भारत के प्रधानमंत्री का भावी उम्मीदवार बनाएंगे विपक्ष पार्टियों की ओर से। वो भी उनका सपना टूट गया। अब विपक्ष के भावी अध्यक्ष गठबंधन का हो गए कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष, तो अब इनका सपना टूट गया। तो अब ये क्या कर सकते हैं? तो वैसी परिस्थिति में एक ही उपाय हो सकता है इनको कि ये जहां जिस गठबंधन में है इस गठबंधन से नाता तोड़ें।
So is it curtains for both Nitish and the India bloc? Is it a big victory for the BJP who seem to be on a winning streak? Let's try and decode what makes Nitish go for this flip-flop again and again. In the studio to discuss it with me, my colleague Brijesh Pandey, and of course we are being joined by other guests also. Sanjay Kumar, who is Professor CSDS, is with us, and Sanjay Singh, who is a senior journalist, is also with us from the studio, and also Sanjeev Kumar, who is a senior journalist, is also joining us. Lots of Sanjay and Sanjeev, I must say. I mean, yeah. So welcome to all of you. So let me first let's try and decode this. Let's first decode it. So with Brijesh Pandey. Brijesh Pandey, when this happened, there was a loud laughter in the newsroom, in the sense that some said, "Oh, come on, what do you expect?" and some said, "How can he do this again?" And there was, of course, a third view that, look, he knows what he's doing. Which side are you on?
Well, absolutely. I think everybody knew what he's doing, and Nitish Kumar is one unique politician which you would not find a parallel of him anywhere in the country. Somebody who has straddled both ideologies with such consummate ease that it will baffle even the most opportunists. You say that people refer to Ayaram Gayarams as a pejorative term. He would just even put them to shame. The fact of the matter is that this particular thing which has been going on between the RJD and the JDU has been going on for a while now. And what we see today is a culmination of the rift which has been going on when Lalan Singh was removed as the president of the JDU. It was perceived that his perceived closeness with the RJD family and the theory which were doing the round that he might break away a sizable section in case of if Nitish Kumar wants to go with the BJP was also thought to be as a trigger. The immediate trigger was the tweet, but there is a big backstory behind that, and politicians never take any kind of decision in emotionally. So I would refuse to believe that it was the tweets of Rohini Acharya which led to Nitish Kumar storming out of it. But yes, the inevitable has happened, and it's I think the biggest gainer of this entire would be Bharatiya Janata Party. After that, Nitish Kumar. It'll be interesting to see how Lalu Prasad Yadav responds to this act by Nitish Kumar.
All right. Sanjay Kumar, Professor CSDS. Sanjay ji, namaskar. I want to know from you that, like my colleague Brijesh said, and I also concur, that politicians don't, take decisions in haste. They think about the pros and cons 24/7. Now, the thing is, these two reasons seem very specious. First is about being very miffed with the India bloc, and particularly with Rahul Gandhi, Nyaya Yatra, and also what Rohini Acharya wrote. But the moot question is, what is Nitish going to gain out of being so smart, this time around? Do you think that it is kind of political harakiri, Sanjay ji?
My counter question would be, what would Nitish have gained if he had remained with the India alliance? Because I think he started getting a sense. I think there were two unease or a couple of unease. One, he started getting a sense that India alliance is not going to pose challenge to the BJP, challenge to the extent that India alliance may not be able to win election. I think he was of firm belief that the government, India alliance will not be able to defeat BJP. Second, he was not even projected as the most important leader of the India alliance. When I say most important leader, he was not offered any formal position, though he had put up a lot of effort earlier to bring all them together. So I think, as I said, the counter question, he realized that he is not going to gain anything remaining in India alliance. His stature, he had expected that he would get a tall stature within the India alliance, which he was not getting. He imagined that if he remains with the India alliance, His party is not going to gain electorally. He's not going to, the alliance is not going to win election. And I think for the last couple of months, or maybe longer than that, there has been unease between the two coalition partners on
Yes.
several issues, RJD and JDU. And I also believe that it's not Rohini Acharya's tweet or it's not Nitish Kumar's statement that, we are the one or I am the one who is following Karipuri Thakur's principles because I have never promoted my family in politics while
Ji.
look at other people who have promoted family in politics. I think these are all just offshoot of the unease
Right.
or the differences which was creeping in between the two
All right.
ruling parties.
Sanjay Singh, let me come to you. Sanjay Singh, the thing is that once again I will focus on opportunity, about what opportunism is, of course, directly related to that. What Sanjay Kumar just now said is that, this was brewing for the longest time. Yes, it was brewing. But let's understand, a politician as good as the last election that he wins. With this kind of a reputation, Ayaram Gayaram, which is a pejorative term, but then it seems very fit for Nitish. What kind of a position is he planning to get in the BJP also? He will not be getting the throne or, any kind of a status that he wants. That's a very, very stupid dream, I would say, to use a very strong word. Sanjay Singh.
You said politician is as good as his last election. There are instances when some politicians have fallen in one election and have risen in another election. Having said that, Nitish Kumar's credibility, his trustworthiness, and his people's confidence in his leadership was diminishing for quite some time. Last assembly election, if you see, Nitish Kumar was party number 3, and yet the BJP made him chief minister. Now the issue is why Nitish Kumar is doing what he is perceived to be doing right now. And you also played Manoj Jha's bite. That itself was a telling commentary as to what is happening in Bihar. And we all are seeing what developments are taking place. Now, Nitish Kumar returning, and yet another return or U-turn, and as what Lalu Yadav once named him, Palturam, another Palta. So you have to see this in perspective. Why did Nitish Kumar went away from the NDA way back in 2013 when Narendra Modi was projected as prime ministerial candidate of the BJP? In fact, if you remember, he even refused to host a dinner,
True.
which he was hosting otherwise in Patna when BJP National Convention was taking place, just because Narendra Modi was there. Nitish Kumar's initially, he was great friends with Narendra Modi when he was chief minister. I'm witness as to how many, then he was railway minister, and how many projects he went to inaugurate in Gujarat, and there was quite a healthy relationship. Subsequently, somehow Nitish Kumar's prime ministerial kind of ambition has arisen. And Modi, he thought was somebody, he was also chief minister.
Yeah, and I'm going to come back the kind of barbs that they have exchanged. Today, it seems like Nitish Kumar is almost like that little child who has a best friend today and fights over a candy the next day. I'm taking a break, gentlemen, but I'm coming right back. Ladies and gentlemen, do not leave. We are discussing Nitish Kumar, the biggest political news on this 75th Republic Day. Back in a jiffy.
हमारी नारी शक्ति को सशक्त करने से ही देश सशक्त होने वाला है।
हर महीने महिलाओं को 1500 रुपए प्रति माह दिलवाया जाएगा।
What Nitish Kumar did to provide cycle to girls, so they could safely, quickly move out of the house, go to school, and quickly come back. Tring, 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 tring.
माँ अन्नपूर्णा तू ही, माँ अन्नपूर्णा है तू ही वीणा वादनी, हे शक्ति स्वरूपा जगदम्बा, हे नारी तू नारायणी।
News is now content. Just stream it. Download the world's first news OTT, News9 Plus, ahead of the curve.
Welcome back. We're discussing this. That is the Nitish flip-flop show. One day he says red, the other day he says white. People really do not understand. But here we're going to decode exactly what his final aim is. What is he going to do going forward? Before I go to the experts and also to my colleague Brijesh Pandey, here is a bite by Sushil Modi, senior BJP leader and Rajya Sabha MP. Listen in and we'll be back with the debate.
नीतीश कुमार यहाँ रहेंगे, वहाँ रहेंगे, कहाँ रहेंगे, लेकिन मैंने आज दिल्ली में भी कहा था कि राजनीति में कोई दरवाज़ा परमानेंट बंद नहीं होता, आवश्यकता के अनुसार दरवाज़ा खुलता रहता है, बंद होता रहता है। अगर आवश्यकता पड़ेगी तो दरवाज़ा खुल जाएगा, अगर आवश्यकता नहीं पड़ेगी तो दरवाज़ा बंद रहेगा। तो इसलिए तो समय आने पर सारी जानकारी मिलेगी।
Let me now get Sanjeev Kumar on the screen. Sanjeev Kumar, welcome to the show. Sanjeev Kumar, what do you think do you think that whatever Nitish is punting on, do you think it will get him what is most important in a democracy, and that is people's support and a position that he can be proud of, in his sunset days?
I can say it is different for me because Nitish is just like a spinner bowler. Or you can say googly bowler. He can set any game, anytime, anywhere. And he always wants to take the chair at his control. So, different time of political land of in village, land Bihar, he defeated all the enemies. And now he is doing the same thing. लोग कहते हैं वो पलटी मार हैं, पलटी मार नहीं है, वो स्पिनर हैं, गुगलीबाज हैं और वो अपने दुश्मन को अच्छी तरह से बोल्ड करते हैं।
मैं क्षमा चाहूंगी कि मैं आपको टोक रही हूं, लेकिन गुगली से विकेट भी तो गिरनी चाहिए। खुद की विकेटें अगर गिरती रहीं तो उसका क्या फायदा? ये बताइए कि आगे वो करना क्या चाहते हैं, मंशा क्या है उनकी?
ये देखिए, नीतीश कुमार की ये आखिरी पारी है
जी।
अब वो सुरक्षित गेम खेलकर निकल जाना चाहते हैं और निश्चित तौर पर 2025 के बाद वो सीएम नहीं रहेंगे और वो केंद्र की राजनीति में आ सकते हैं और 2025 से बीजेपी यहाँ फिर स्टेट में अपने कंट्रोल में जो कुछ भी करना हुआ करेगी, खास करके स्टेट लेवल पर। तो नीतीश कुमार अब सेफ गेम चाहते हैं। एनडीए अलायंस में उन्हें कुछ ना मिला और ना मिलने की उम्मीद है। ऐसे में अब नीतीश कुमार के पास एक ही रास्ता है कि सम्मानित तरीके से वो बिहार से बाहर निकल कर दिल्ली आ जाए।
जी। ब्रिजेश, व्हाट संजीव जी सेड कि इंडिया अलायंस में उन्हें कुछ मिला नहीं, लेकिन was there any kind of मिलने की संभावना also? This was a bloc which had come together of disparate, some of them regional satraps. They were getting together to take on the mighty juggernaut of Narendra Modi. Is it only the presidentship of the India bloc which Khadge has now got? Is that what his mantra was?
No, I don't think so. And see, I'll just add to what your question. Nitish Kumar ko mila kya? See, he's the only guy who has changed politics. He has switched sides and he remains to be the chief minister. Nobody else got to become the chief minister. So whichever gamble he took, he benefited maximum from it. So we cannot say that he lost something after he took a gamble. He continued to remain the chief minister for the longest time, irrespective of which party he allied with. Number one. Number two, see, he also feels one thing that the future of India Alliance is not as bright as it looked. It must have looked to him as some sort of a bloc which can counter Narendra Modi's juggernaut role, because these 5 states which went to poll, people thought that Congress would win 3 seats, 3 states which will further enhance the India bloc weight, and they might come across as somebody who was trying to put up a big fight against Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Nothing of that sort happened. They swept Madhya Pradesh, they won Chhattisgarh, and there was just absolutely no tail to fall back to. And that is the reason I think Nitish Kumar has taken this decision. 2025, even if the reins of the state goes to the BJP, Nitish Kumar can switch to center, or whatever happens. Nitish Kumar will be the ultimate gainer with this switch of sides rather than anybody else.
All right. Sanjay Kumar, Professor Saab, I want to ask you that tell me something, apart from the thing which Brijesh said and a lot of you said, that he knew that the India bloc was, a no starter. I mean, it had no hope. all right, and also the other reasons that he's given. But do you think the caste census, and then when the caste census came out, the backwards and the most backwards, and then when there was this trump of a Bharat Ratna given to Karpuri Thakur, did you think that Nitish Kumar's game was pretty much over and had been snatched from his mouth by the BJP? So it's better to align with the BJP than to risk anything else. Do you think that could be one reason, sir?
So as I said, the reasons, it's not anything which has happened all of a sudden. He was having an unease sharing the government with the RJD. But going back to the question of when he came up with the caste census, there was a hope that he will be able to get a lot of OBC or lower OBC support. And when central government announced of giving Bharat Ratna to Karpuri Thakur, he may have realized that even that that narrative has been taken away by the BJP.
Yes.
So he is not going to gain. But I think let me cite the data for the benefit of the viewers that the lower OBC vote had never been with the RJD or JDU at least for the last 10 years. If you look at, there has been a big movement of lower OBC vote towards the BJP, more in the Lok Sabha elections, slightly less in the assembly elections. So yes, JDU and RJD have been able to hold on to it, their core supporters, mainly the upper OBC. But lower OBC vote had shifted in favor of the BJP already. And for RJD and BJP to do well, for RJD and JDU to do well in the coming election, they needed to win back the lower OBC vote. And they were hoping that through caste census, they will be able to do that. But as I mentioned earlier, once the central government made this announcement of giving Bharat Ratna to Karpuri Thakur, I think Nitish was not hopeful that he will be able to mobilize the lower OBC vote.
Yes.
And because of another unease, he may have thought, if you want to remain as the chief minister, align with BJP, remain as the chief minister with maybe more honorable compared to the kind of issues which he may be facing being a chief minister in alliance with RJD.
Ji. Sanjay Singh, I want to ask you that in this change scenario now, how do you see the role, or rather the rise of Tejasvi? Do you think a lot of people, there are also murmurs, on the other side, this is an opinion, of course, you can always counter it, that maybe he will bring back or resurrect the memory of his father and be able to do what Lalu has not been able to do for decades. It's a beginning of a new era in Bihar politics. Do you agree, Sanjay ji?
That's a media hype. That's a high-pitched media hype by Lalu's supporters and sympathizers who take a position based on certain things. You can call them secularist, you call them Lalu Yadav, whatever influence out there is there. But fact remains, Tejasvi Yadav is Nitish Kumar's creation. Remember, RJD was reduced to some 20 seats in Bihar. Lalu Yadav had lost parliamentary election. Rabri Devi had lost assembly election from 2 constituencies. And then Nitish Kumar's side went to align with Lalu Prasad Yadav. Lalu Yadav was then in jail. RJD was in tatters. And then came this alliance, and they, of course, won assembly election. And then Tejasvi Yadav was made chief minister. Even today, there are many, recall many bites, many public statements, and make a judgment by yourself. It is like people who were talking same about Akhilesh Yadav in Uttar Pradesh when he became chief minister. And look how situation has gone down there. Even today, it is Lalu Yadav who calls the shot in this coalition government and even in politics. It was Lalu Yadav's idea to make Nitish Kumar as Sanjojak of the NDA alliance, something which Nitish Kumar initially wanted. He wanted, because he wanted to be projected as prime ministerial candidate of the NDA alliance, position alliance. He was the one who stitched this coalition, that credit should go to him. But fact remains, Nitish Kumar's, and it was people with Nitish Kumar, a small coterie, somebody who recently he removed from a post of president, and there are other persons who said, Nitish Kumar ji, you are fit only to become prime minister, state bahut sambhal liya. Somewhere, down the line, Nitish Kumar perhaps was convinced with that argument. Now with this Ram Mandir post Pran Pratishtha, Nitish Kumar knows as to where the wind is blowing. He is not Nitish Kumar of 2014 when he said, "Ye blower ki
All
hawa
right.
hai about." He has realized the situation. Tejasvi Yadav, the question that you asked today, it is Lalu Prasad Yadav. He is calling the shots.
All right. And on that note, gentlemen, please thank you for your patience. I have to take another break. Ladies and gentlemen, time for a break, but I'm coming right back and I will then debate with Sanjeev Kumar, who's a senior journalist. Stay with us.
Currently, the industry is facing a lot of challenges as far as demand is concerned. Basically, the US markets has slowed down because of high inflation.
So obviously, diamonds being a dream product, something which doesn't have a utility value or is seen as a luxury. So that obviously goes off your shopping list. That's the first item that will go off your shopping list, especially in recessionary trends.
That lab-grown diamonds are not mined and they do away with the entire mining. So they save up on all the environmental damage that is associated with mining and of course, the mining cost, which is why they're even more affordable.
People that is impacted by all these recessions are the artisans, are the people who work in this industry, right? But I think lab-grown diamond has allowed them to actually use their skills in the same product.
This and more streaming on world's first news OTT, News9 Plus. Download now.
How do you fulfill that promise? Because ultimately expectations have to be met. If you look at the political landscape, is it really changing for women? And what is the inability of the forces that dead bodies surface but not the living people?
A defiant performance by Ten Hag's men. Now standing at 7 feet 4 inches, Satnam Singh is making his way into professional wrestling.
We are getting more good news for India.
वर्ष 2070 तक भारत नेट जीरो का लक्ष्य हासिल करेगा.
There is certainly a wall of capital coming into the clean tech, climate tech space, not just in India but across the world.
This and more streaming on world's first news OTT, News9 Plus. Download now.
जानना है तो देखिए, समझना है तो सुनिए, सीखना है तो पूछिए और कमाना है तो खरीदिए। जानकारी, सलाह और निवेश सब एक ही सुपर ऐप पर। पैसे का सवाल है तो जवाब है Money9। आजादी पैसे की, अभी डाउनलोड करें।
Welcome back. On India's 75th Republic Day, the biggest political news has broken, and that is Nitish Kumar, who's all set to sever ties with its alliance partner RJD and join hands with the BJP. Lot of action over the weekend so far as Nitish Kumar is concerned. Before I go to my guest, that is Sanjeev Kumar, who's a senior journalist, I'm going to play two bites, one of Chirag Paswan of the LJP, another Minister of Rural Development Giriraj Singh. Listen in and we shall be back with the debate.
मुझे नहीं पता कि ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी का अधिकृत बयान है कि नहीं, बट हैविंग सेड दैट मैं ज़रूर मानूंगा कि मौजूदा परिस्थिति में भी बिहार में एनडीए इतना मजबूत है कि 40 की 40 सीटें हम लोग बिहार में जीत सकते हैं। ऐसे में मुझे नहीं पता कि नीतीश कुमार जी एनडीए का हिस्सा बनते हैं या वो महागठबंधन में ही रहते हैं। जैसा मैंने कहा कि परिस्थितियों पे नज़र है और एक बार पूरी क्लैरिटी आ जाए उसके बाद ही लोक जनशक्ति पार्टी रामविलास अपना रुख तय करेगी।
ये 6-5 का खेल चल रहा है, दोनों हार्ड बार्गेनर हैं। आप इधर क्या जब से हैं तब से बार्गेनिंग ही चल रहा है और नीतीश कुमार लालू जी को बार बार बीजेपी की ओर इशारा करके ये डराते हैं। और मैं पहले भी कहा, एक गाना गाते रहते हैं, मैं मैके चली जाऊंगी तुम देखते रहियो, लेकिन मैके का दरवाजा बंद है ये वो नहीं बताते।
What an iconic song, 1973, Bobby. I mean, for someone like that who was born in 1952.
But it didn't age well for Giriraj Singh.
Yes, absolutely, you know. चलिए, कभी-कभी राजनीति में राजनेता भी हंसा देते हैं। संजीव कुमार जी, मैं ब्रेक से पहले मैंने कहा था कि मैं आपसे बात करूंगी। जहाँ तक ये आपने सारी बातें सुनी, अब ये बताइए कि अगले 2-3 दिन में बिहार का जो बैकग्राउंड है वो कैसे बदलने वाला है, और आप भी इससे वाकिफ़ रखते हैं कि इससे कोई फ़र्क नहीं पड़ेगा तेजस्वी यादव को, जिस तरह से कहा कि आरजेडी फिर से जो है काबिज हो जाएगी, ये सब गलत है, ये धारणा गलत है।
जी, मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि अभी जो हालात हैं उस हालात में चूंकि आरजेडी ने 2 बार नीतीश के साथ जो कुछ अलायंस किया, जो सरकारें चलाई साथ में मिलकर, और हर बार नीतीश कुमार पलटकर जो लौटे हैं या फिर वापस गए हैं, उस मामले में दोनों की फजीहत तो हुई थी, लेकिन इस बार नीतीश कुमार की फजीहत ज्यादा होगी, क्योंकि नीतीश कुमार ने जिन कारणों को बताकर अभी अगर वो अलग हो जाते हैं या तोड़ लेते हैं, अगर वो कारण वही रहता है कि वंशवाद है या फिर जो भ्रष्टाचार या उनके समय में जो पुरानी बातों को याद दिलाया गया या कर्पूरी ठाकुर को जो भारत रत्न दिया गया, उस सब चीजों को लेकर कहा जाए तो क्या नीतीश कुमार को पहले पता नहीं था कि लालू प्रसाद ने वंशवाद किया है? क्या पहले नहीं पता था कि लालू प्रसाद भ्रष्टाचार में लिप्त थे, चारा चोरी में किस तरह से उन पर सारे आरोप लगे, सजा पाई? क्या ये सब पहले मालूम नहीं था? आज फिर उसी चीज को मुद्दा बनाकर अगर नीतीश कुमार अलग होते हैं तो निश्चित तौर पर बिहार की कुछ जनता, चाहे वो कुछ ही संख्या में हो, लेकिन वो तो पूछेगी कि आखिरकार फिर आप साथ गए क्यों थे? नीतीश कुमार से ये सवाल पूछेंगे। तो निश्चित तौर पर आने वाले समय में अभी तुरंत लोकसभा चुनाव में भी इसका असर पड़ सकता है, और इसके अलावा 2025 में अगर आरजेडी अलग चुनाव लड़ती है तो वहां भी असर तो पड़ेगा, और इसका खामियाजा दोनों ही समय में नीतीश कुमार को भुगतना पड़ेगा। आरजेडी को इसमें फायदा होगा।
ब्रिजेश, you want
Sanjay Kumar ji, I wanted to ask you a question. There's a lot of bluff and bluster with which Amit Shah said in a particular rally that the gates of BJP is closed as far as BJP is concerned. The Prime Minister said something similar to this. Samrat Chaudhary wearing a turban safa saying that I will take it down only when I am able to remove Nitish Kumar from the post of Chief Minister. You just heard Giriraj Singh saying that Nitish Kumar is the least trustworthy and the darwaza of Maika has been closed on him. Why does BJP, which is in one sense at the apogee of its political career, is so dependent on Nitish Kumar that irrespective of what the state unit said, irrespective of what the central unit says, they are forced to fall back on him to take them past, be it state election or the central election?
I don't think BJP is dependent upon Nitish Kumar, or I don't think BJP is forced to fall back upon Nitish Kumar. My own sense is that BJP is definitely trying hard to increase the tally to a very high level. I know the slogan is "Ab ki baar 400 par," which may not be easy, which is going to be very, very difficult. My own sense is that BJP is comfortably winning 2024 election. There's no doubt about that. But BJP as a party and the senior leader of the party will not be satisfied only with a victory again or a third term for Narendra Modi. The whole idea is to, register a massive victory, send out a message that this is the party which is the only party which can rule the country. That is the effort. And they know that if Nitish is on their side, and the way Congress has not been able to form an alliance in with Trinamool Congress in Bengal or Aam Aadmi Party, and now Nitish moving to the BJP side, it will assure BJP a very big victory, a massive victory. So, in one line, they need Nitish to finish other opposition parties in Bihar, and if that happens, RJD will find it very difficult to contest the 2024 elections alone.
This question is that, in the state of West Bengal, sir, they're not dependent on anybody else. They don't need anybody else. They're not that big a party and all. But in Bihar, they have been a big party for a very long time. Yet somehow, they were not able to get any state leader developed to a level where he could be, one of a towering state leader as far as the state of Bihar is concerned. And they have been very vocal and vociferous against Nitish Kumar this time for the last year and a half. I understand the arithmetic which you are pointing at, but will it be, will it be like, once you win the election, will we see again change of guard in the state of Bihar, or they will carry it till the assembly session in 2025? What's your guess?
No, very difficult to make a prediction on that. Nobody can predict the way things are flip-flopping in Bihar. It's very difficult to say whether this Gathbandhan will still continue till 2025 or how the new government is going to be formed. But as I said, look what would happen if Nitish and BJP will contest till 2024 election. It will give an assurance to the NDA that they would again register a massive victory, almost like 2019. So if that happens, maybe if Nitish Kumar, they might allow Nitish Kumar to continue as the CM for the next 1.5, 2 years. When 2025 assembly election takes place, after that, I don't think BJP would be even willing to play a secondary role. After that, BJP would like to have their own pound of flesh, not like what has happened in the last elections.
Right. संजीव जी, अगर मैं आपके पास आऊँ, ये बताइए कि इस सब में ये जो पूरा घटनाक्रम है, इसमें लल्लन सिंह का क्या होगा? क्योंकि अगर आप देखें जिस कारण नीतीश जी कोप भवन में बैठे रहे इतने दिन और बाहर आकर उसके बाद उन्होंने कहा, लल्लन सिंह से कहीं पर इसकी शुरुआत होती है, जो हम सब जानते हैं। उनको प्रेसिडेंटशिप से हटा दिया गया क्योंकि ये शक था नीतीश जी को कि उनका जो है, उनकी एक सीक्रेट डील हो चुकी है तेजस्वी यादव के साथ। उसके बाद लल्लन सिंह ने भी काफ़ी ट्राई किया कि किस तरह से तेजस्वी यादव को आगे बढ़ाया जाए। इस सारे जो घटनाक्रम है अब जो होने वाला है अगले 2 दिनों में या 3 दिनों में, इसमें लल्लन सिंह का रोल अब क्या रहेगा? क्योंकि ही इज़ अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टर इन दिस एंटायर फ्लिप फ्लॉप शो ऑफ नीतीश कुमार। अनम्यूट कर लीजिए सर। हाँ,
दूध की मक्खी की तरह लल्लन सिंह निकाल दिए गए हैं अभी के हालात में। दूसरी बात, आने वाले समय में जब 2024 के लोकसभा चुनाव की बात आएगी तो यहाँ तक अब कहा जा रहा है इस बार हो सकता है कि लल्लन सिंह को मुंगेर से लड़ने भी ना दिया जाए, यानी कि एक डेथ इधर से जेडीयू की तरफ से। अब ये अलग बात है कि आरजेडी के साथ कहीं ये कुछ विचार कर बैठे हों या उनसे कुछ प्लानिंग हो गई हो कि आरजेडी के साथ कुछ करें। हालांकि प्लानिंग इनकी 1 महीने पहले ही थी कि जेडीयू को तोड़ा जाए, तोड़कर इसे कुछ लोगों को आरजेडी के साथ
और मुझे राज्यसभा का एमपी बना दिया जाए, ये भी था उनका कि नहीं अगर वो मेहरबान होंगे तो। हाँ,
अब वो भी संभव नहीं है। नीतीश कुमार
अब नहीं, पहले
के बारे में सबको पता है कि नीतीश कुमार अगर किसी के साथ ट्रीट करते हैं तो बहुत बढ़िया ट्रीट करते हैं। और जो ट्रीट कभी त्यागी जी के साथ हुआ या प्रशांत किशोर के साथ हुआ तो क्या उस तरह का नंबर, उस तरह की बारी क्या लल्लन सिंह की नहीं आएगी? लल्लन सिंह कहीं कोई खास आदमी तो है नहीं। हाँ, उनको खास बनाया गया, वो भी एक भूमिहार पॉलिटिक्स की वजह से उन्हें बनाया गया था, कास्ट पॉलिटिक्स की वजह से। लेकिन अब वो भी नहीं रहा क्योंकि उस कास्ट में भी उनकी कोई भूमिका नहीं थी। तो कह सकते हैं अभी फिलहाल एक ही लाइन में कि लल्लन सिंह को माया मिली ना राम, और इस हालात में दूध की मक्खी की तरह निकाल दिए जाएंगे या निकाल दिए गए।
क्या बात है?
So it's going to be very interesting, Sudha, for several small players, like for example Chirag Paswan. Jitanna, Chirag Paswan.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows that how
Yeah.
furious Nitish Kumar was after the election came out, and he ensured that that the real LJP goes to his Chacha Pashupati Rath Paras, and Chirag Paswan is removed from the house, and he made very clear about his displeasure as far as the way he perceived that BJP used Chirag Paswan to clip his wing and made sure that they win less number of seats. So what will happen to Chirag Paswan? Will BJP accommodate or again dump him as they did post pressure from Nitish Kumar? So what happens to him? What happened to Samrat Chaudhary? What happens to Lalan Singh? So they are very Jitan Ram Manji. So all the very small players, who are there, who are now gravitating towards the NDA fold. Now with Nitish coming back to NDA fold, it will be extremely interesting to see, what happens to them.
No, Jitin Ram particularly, because he called him, if I'm not Mausam Vaigyanik, and called him, no, these are very interesting things. I mean, the thing is that now when he went to meet the governor, Brijesh, I think last week or 2 weeks back, Arlekar, the governor, he took Jiten Manji with him. So what is the deal now, if you see his closeness to Jiten Manji?
Well, I think, in politics, there are no permanent friends, there are no permanent enemies. Only the interests are permanent, and Nitish Kumar is being true to the vocation. So I think, he will try to get as much support as possible, even from the smaller regional outfits, and make sure that he is in a commanding position as far as this NDA deal is concerned. I think for the BJP, the bigger challenge is to make sure that they are able to match the previous figure, the figure of 2019, because Bihar, along with West Bengal and a couple of other states, provide a challenge as far as 2024 is concerned. Uttar Pradesh not that big a challenge for the BJP, and that is the reason why, despite a lot of acrimony, a lot of the statements back and forth, the BJP is still not averse to siding with, to taking back, Nitish Kumar in its fold. So it's very clear that the BJP wants to win 2024 with a big margin. 350, will it be able to cross our 300 plus again, riding high on the wave of, Pran Pratishtha of Ayodhya temple? All that will be very interesting and fascinating to watch out for.
Right. Professor Kumar, I want to ask you that, like you said, he's a survivor. He's almost like what Kafka wrote. He's like the cockroach, so he will survive. Nitish Kumar. But the point is that imagine the election scenario, sir. So the thing is that when he goes to the people, Nitish Kumar, would you agree that he's being a satellite, he's borrowing the light from the BJP's shimmer, as it were, because the BJP led by Prime Minister Modi is now on an upswing, particularly after Ram Mandir. So do you think that he will be on borrowed light? Number one. Number two, Professor Saab, tell me, what are really his achievements? Because he's so busy in these political machinations that people really do not know that what does he have to offer to the people? What is it? Caste census, yeah, and then? So please weigh in on this and decode this for the viewers, Professor Saab.
No, first, yes, if Nitish Kumar manages to form an alliance with BJP, when he goes for elections in 2024, along with Prime Minister Modi's party, BJP, he would, as the phrase which we have used, he would borrow the light from the BJP. So he would not have to say many things to the people, because people will see him, the voters will see him as an ally of BJP, and 2024 election is going to be a big election for BJP in the name of Modi, in the name of Mandir. So all this by default is going to benefit Nitish Kumar if he is seen on the right side of the politics. It's not that I don't think people will punish him because he has been shifting sides, even though people want to support Modi, even though people want to vote for BJP, but they would intend to punish Nitish. That's not going to happen. People don't make that careful choices, because if Nitish is seen along with Prime Minister Modi, they would be willing to vote for him. Going to the other question, what is he going to tell to the people about the achievement? Now he won't be talking about the caste census. He won't be talking about, why there's a need for caste mobilization. He would be singing the tune of the BJP. What BJP would be feeding him, what would be the BJP's agenda, what would be the BJP's manifesto. So we will have to wait and see what he's going to tell to the people. But also, if you look at the voters' mind, voters are very, very divided. He has a very tiny support, I think the core support of JDU is roughly about between 14 to 16%. And the core supporters of the party are not, like looking at the manifestos, not looking at the programs and policies, the candidate. The core supporters just go along with the party. Also remember, 65 to 70% people of India vote for the party. So if he's aligned with the NDA, they would see him as in alliance with in Modi. So he won't. People are not going to question him that you have been shifting side. What is your agenda? He can simply say that I am there with Pradhan Mantri Modi. I am there. I am committed for building the nation, for the development of the nation.
And with that, I think we've come to the end of the show. I've completely run out of time. My thanks are due to all the guests, particularly the ones who are on the screen. Professor Sanjay Kumar, Sanjay Singh, for some technical reasons he could not join back with us. संजीव कुमार जी, आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया हमारे साथ डिबेट में आने का. Of course, Brijesh, thanks are due to you as well. And before we end this show, let me tell you that there are certain documentaries which can be seen again and again. After this show, you will see a story of Anurag Malu, all of 34 years old, who fell into a crevasse which was 70 feet in Mount Annapurna. What happened to him? Coming up after this.
In true way, Annapurna protected me. Annapurna made sure that I come back home and live this life and tell this story to the world. For me, Annapurna is my savior.